Over the years, the Beatles not only influenced countless rock bands with their music, but also inspired the name of one band in particular. When the Fab Four founded their record label, Apple Records, in 1968, it was initially intended as a platform for their solo projects. However, it soon evolved into an outlet for other aspiring musicians hoping to be signed by one of the world's most iconic bands. Apple Records quickly built a solid roster that included Billy Preston, Mary Hopkins, James Taylor, and a band named the Ivies, who were heavily inspired by the Beatles. The Beatles' road manager, Mal Evans, once saw the Ivies perform at the Marquee Club and urged John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr to listen to the band's demo. Eventually, the Ivies were signed to Apple Records, and Evans went on to produce several of their early singles, including the hit No Matter What. Despite their early work, the Ivies' name was eventually deemed a bit outdated and uninspired, prompting the search for a more fitting band name. The origin of their new name can be traced back to 1967, when the Beatles were recording the legendary album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. During that time, Lennon and McCartney were writing a song for Ringo Starr, which would later be titled With a Little Help from My Friends. However, the song's working title was initially Badfinger Boogie. This peculiar name originated when Lennon injured his index finger and had to use his middle finger to play the song's melody on the piano. The quirky phrase lingered among those close to the band and eventually caught the attention of Neil Aspinall, the Beatles' personal assistant, who later became CEO of Apple Corps. He later proposed that the Ivies change their name to Badfinger. Badfinger would go on to be known for a string of hits in the early 1970s, such as Come and Get It produced by McCartney and Day After Day produced by Harrison. The band, comprised of Pete Ham, Mike Gibbons, Tom Evans, and Joey Molland, also gained recognition for songs like Baby Blue and Without You, the latter having been famously covered by artists like Harry Nilsson and Mariah Carey. In his book, The Lyrics, 1956 to the present, McCartney shared that he specifically wrote Come and Get It for Badfinger. He had wanted to give the band a strong start with a song that could become a hit. One night, while lying in bed, he came up with the idea and went downstairs to record a demo as soon as the melody came to him. He explained that the song was straightforward rock and roll, simple and catchy, similar in spirit to Love Me Do. His aim was to write a hit, so he deliberately avoided complexity. The next morning, McCartney arrived early at Abbey Road Studios to record the song before the rest of the Beatles arrived. The track was completed quickly and efficiently. When he later gave the song to Badfinger, the band initially wanted to add their own touch to it. However, McCartney insisted that they perform it exactly as he had written, explaining that it was crafted as a hit and would work best if played faithfully according to his original version.